Hello, 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 you all. Let me get this mic check coming in. Let me move the mic just a little closer. I don't want people to say they cannot hear me well. Let me adjust this if I can. How are you all doing today? What do you feel about the Blackrock news and Coinbase? And let's talk about this visit. Nancy Pelosi visits Taiwan. And right now, we still have U.S. warships on site as China releases its missiles in retaliation against that. So, I want you to drop this in a comment. I want your opinion. Do you think we are headed to World War III? Right? Yes or no? Do you think we're headed to World War III? Give me your thoughts on this. I don't know where to start from. There's so many different areas I can start from first, but I'm first going to start by asking you to come in, hit that like and share button. Make sure you give us a thumbs up. That helps the YouTube algorithm and helps to notify other people that I am live. So that's number one, hit that thumbs up. Number two, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Hit that subscribe button. And right next to the subscribe button, you will see a bell. If you hit that bell, it will notify you whenever I go live, right? Whenever I go live. And where to start, right? Where to start? I don't know. So much news. I want to start with cryptocurrency. I want to talk about World War III. And I want to talk about other things, Walmart laying off, other things about the economy, right? Walmart laying off, Toyota sales short, monkeypox is now a national emergency. Um, polio, is that how you pronounce it? Polio fears on the rise as well. People, this is going to be in the spirit of Game of Thrones. Winter is coming, right? Expect higher utility bills. I'm not sure. Usually gas prices does drop in the Game of Thrones in the winter time. So we may see lower gas prices. We have election coming up in November, right? But I'm gonna get started with World War III. World War III memes went viral on a lot of these platforms. So let's get started with that. Again, you all hit that like and hit that share button. Are we heading to World War III? Did Nancy Pelosi go to Taiwan? Are we dealing with actors, right? These are actors, but I think all of them globally, right? They have the ultimate agenda, which is to get the central bank's currency into play. And they are all acting out the part to be a part of this financial wealth transfer, the greatest wealth transfer of all time. These are actors and entertainers, and all of them are playing a part because no one knows really. Everyone says it's about smart chips, but Nancy Pelosi, the Speaker of the House, right? Yes, she's the third party in control, but why not Kamala Harris? Why not President Biden? He and the president of China have been planning a meeting anyway to meet with each other one on one. Why the third power in control? Why now? Why this timing? And why is the focus on smart chips so that it requires a visit that you have to have the protection of the United States military? And why at this time? Why are we even focused on producing new vehicles when there's other so much economic problems? And guess what? She just came in real quick, and left and flew out. Just enough to get the media attention and to stir up strife. So let's share the screen again. You all come in, hit that like and hit that share button. Now, according to the national interest, it's not saying that World War III could be coming. It states in its title that it is coming. This is the warship 11 um, 7, which is 117 people. You see the 7-Eleven and 7-Eleven stores lay off globally. You see 7-Eleven stores represent a global representation. There's 7-Elevens all across the globe. So 7-Eleven is a warning, people, of transition. Both of these 7-Eleven, right? I've taught it so many times. Um, but 11 is the meaning number of transitioning, right? Disorder, chaos, judgment, exactly what Nancy Pelosi brought. Disorder, chaos, and judgment, exactly what she brought, right? Number 10 biblically represents law and responsibility. 11 represents the opposite, right? In Genesis 11, man rebels against God and build their own tower. They wanted their own natural frequency outside of the spiritual frequency, right? And so God judged them, judgment 11, by confusing their language, resulting in chaos, right? So the number 11 that comes right before midnight, that shows a transition, that shows a connection of a final day or a final ending of a day, right? To transition into another day, right? From midnight into another day, another spring. So now we have the number 7. And number 7 is tied directly into creation. I always know I give this biblically, right? The word created, actually, the number 7 means creation, and number 7 also means the on the 7th day God rested. He reset the Sabbath day. It's the transition into the 8th, and the 8 is the upside down infinity sign that means new beginning. And people, this is not the 8th month. I know in the Gregorian calendar they taught you that this is the 8th month, but August is not the 8th month. In fact, let me pull up and show you the original name, month meaning for August. It was called Sextilla, which is the Roman word for 6. See, you've been all confused, right? And this is very important to know and to have knowledge of, because numbers tell you the transitional times that politicians, right, or actors have to abide by. We should know the Gregorian calendar, not the Gregorian calendar, but the Hebrew Greek calendar, rather, right? We should know the Hebrew Greek calendar because the Gregorian calendar is man made. Number 6 also represents the number man. And it is fictitious. It's not in alignment with biblical times and seasons, in other words. So August, the 6th month, was first called Sextilla, the Roman word for 6, as it is the 6 months of the Roman year. And the name was later changed to August by the Emperor Augustus. He named it after himself. So July is in fact the 5th month, as you see, and August is the 6th month. 666, that's commonly known the mark of the beast, but also it's the number of man. On the 6th day in Genesis, man and the wild beast were created together. So you have the wild beast, which is your reptilian part of your brain, your pituitary part of the brain, and then you have the pineal part of your brain, which is the spiritual part that's led by the infinite God, infinite spirit. See, the number 6, right? The number 6, this, I know, I'm on something else, but just roll with me. You all know how I roll, and come in and say hello, right? And hit that thumbs up. But A Hebrew Greek slave had to serve 6 years before they could be released in the 7 years. So seven is the number of transition, right? 6 years was appointed time for land in the Bible to be sown. And then the 7 year, according to the Bible and the word, the land had to rest. That's why you have all drilling that has stopped and ceased so much. The government has to abide by that. And people, if you can understand the Bible's numerology system, if you can understand numbers in general, not only will it help you spiritually, but it will also help you financially as well. So bringing together the triple six, which is six times 111, right, is the mark of the end times. And it listen, I think a lot of people get this confused because we just had 111 people live stream. 666. I'm gonna have to change this title, right? The triple six, six times 111, mark the end time, but it also marks the beginning that the beast's power will rise. The beast power of Revelation. I think that we have forgotten. We look at China as the dragon, right? But we also forget that for this year, and a lot of people are saying China is already setting up for the mark of the beast. I can show that to you. But we also forget that it's the year of the tiger. Is it the year of the tiger? A beast, the beast, right? Strange beast. And it's just representation that, let me make sure, China, because I know, yeah, year of the tigers this year. So people, Revelation just showing you that it's time for the beast power, which means the transitional power of the economy is about to be shifted to China, right? Is about to be shifted to China. My uncle and I was having a conversation, and he's military, right? He's military, and he thinks in no way that China military, even if they combine with Russia, will beat the United States military, right? And he should have pride in the military, being that he's ex-military. But this is the thing. It's not about the military power per se. It's about. It's all about the economic power and the manufacturing power. Now, if I go into gematria, you all come in and say hello. You don't have to be shy. I don't see any comments yet. Hit that thumbs up and drop some comments. Let me know you are listening in. If we type in China, year of the tiger, you see the 711 code. Right? You see that in gematria. So it is the rise of the beast power. It represents the beast system of governance or government. Listen, that mankind can produce without God and under the influence of chief advisory. That's what the mark of the beast represents. Many people don't realize that. They don't know that they can produce without God. God says the highest heavens belong to the Lord, but the earth I have given unto mankind. And so man's systems on earth, people, is made up of three parts, right? The economic system, look at the number one, the religious system, and the government system. Now, if I had to add one, I would say the school system, but we're going to focus on the 111, right? And so even when you multiply 666 by 7, it equals 462, right? Drop that in the comments. 4, 6, no, not 462, 4,662. Forgive me on that one. Warrior said it's all embedded in the trade war and greed. Yes, we are dealing with actors and entertainers. Actors and entertainers that go out, they act, We're not dealing with, no, this is all a part of the plan. So when you take 666, right? 666, and you multiply by 7, you have 4,662. Multiply by 7 is 4,662. You all make some comments that make me teach better, right? Which shows that when divided by 3 people, it still equals to 6. So let's get back to the number 7. Let's get back to the number 7 because cryptocurrency, Blackrock, all of that has a role to play in this, right? Cryptocurrency, Blackrock still have a role to play. So when you take 4,662, that equals 18. When divided by 3, it still equals 6. And then equal 8 plus 1 is 9. I've shown you all that all of our birthday, date of birth, will equal in total to the number 9 when you look at it from your date of birth and your age. So the number 6 is the number of judgment, the number of man, the number of slavery, the number of work, the number of your pituitary gland, that reptilian part of your brain. Yeah, it's just that man has the power to, you know, invoke what they want in this earth realm. And I know a lot of people would be saying, well, Queen, can we pray and reverse it? Because there is a scripture that says, if my people, which are called by my name, will humble themselves and pray, right, and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways. Prayer helps, yes. Prayer will um, allow God's intervention in this earth realm, right, for lack of a better words. But you also have to be positioned because, like it or not, God gave earth to mankind. That's your whole purpose of being in this flesh. The heavens are already set up to rule and reign. Heaven's kingdom is already set up. God wanted earth for mankind. He wanted us to have a dwelling place to rule and reign in. And so the number 7 is the foundation of God's word, right? The number 7 plus the number 1 combined is a representation of both the spiritual and the natural world coming together. You're so right. Gold is the currency of kings. I would put a twist to that. That silver is the currency of queens. But I agree with you. You say the noble. Trade by the barter is current peasant, which means cash. Cash is the currency of peasants. And debt notes, right? Trade by the barter, I'm sorry, is the currency of peasants trading. And cash, aka debt notes, is the currency of slaves. Those are very, very wise words. Listen, man, you can just talk on this live stream. I'm totally fine with that because you're speaking some wisdom in this, right? You're speaking wisdom in this, so you can, man, you can talk. We can have dialect. Everybody else just want to sit back and listen in. That's cool as well. Some people might be driving or maybe their hands are not free, right? But I love the interaction and the feedback when I'm live streaming. It helps me teach better. Speaking of silver being the currency of queens, I'll say the noble, you see the website strolling at the bottom, queenofcoinsilver.com. This, I'm not really into collectors coin, but this sometimes I do, right? Zodiac. This is a special that's going on right now, and it's 1 ounce of 0.999 fine silver. That means something as well, right? And this is the Star Wars series, and because I am into the number 11, this is the 11, the IG-11 coin. So I'm definitely going to get that. So if you want to purchase, you can only find this on my silver website. Only 25,000 minted. So if you're into Star Wars or you're into gematria like I am, I have put the link in the comments there for you. You can purchase that silver, become a customer. This is the website. You can become a member and save even more. And people, only 25,000 of these are minted. As gold and silver will be used to reset the currency system. So this is the Mandalorian series, Star Wars, IG 11, 1 ounce. So if you're a Star Wars fan or gematria, spiritual number, only 25,000 minted. I think that's really, really cool. So that's the link in the comment section, or just go to queenofcoinsilver.com, right? And so the number 7, let's get back to this. Um, the Bible itself is divided into 7 major divisions, right? It's divided into the law, the prophets, the writings, also known as the book of Psalm or Psalms, the Gospels, and the book of Acts, and the general epistles, right? And the epistles of Paul and the book of Revelation. So those are the 7 major divisions. So the total number inspired by the books was 49, with 7 times 7. That again represents the perfection of the Word of God. A sevenfold, if you look at the sevenfold return, right? It's created again. It's used 7 times to describe God's creative work in Genesis chapter 1 and 1, right? And in Genesis 1 and 21, and in Genesis 1 and 27 is mentioned 3 times, right? So the 7 days of the week and the Sabbath day, the day of rest, because God says man cannot do things within himself or of himself or herself. So 6 days I give it to man to work, but the 7th day you must rest and reset and get into that spiritual connection with me, that holy day, that holy connection. And guess what? Jesus also performed 7 miracles on the Sabbath day. Right? The Sabbath day was from Friday, from sunset to Saturday to sunset. So the number 7 is a very sacred number, right? A very sacred number. The 7 miracles, I won't go into them, but it is written, right? It shows that 7 miracles. So when you combine 7 plus 1, it combines the spiritual, the infinity, the evolution of a cycle, a divine transition, right? I know a lot of people say 7 is number of completeness, but on the 6th day, God was completed with his physical work. The 7th day was for spiritual restoration, right? So, 6 people this month. This is why you're seeing the hand of man to be empowered and things going on by the hands of man, and why you're seeing more of the beast power rise, the year of China, right? I mean, the year of the tiger. So Walmart decided to lay off thousands, right? Now the stock um, dropped or plummeted as a result of this news, laying off corporate, laying off thousands. Monkeypox now has become a national emergency. A lot of Amazon staff workers walked off the job demanding more pay. They say they cannot cope with the price of living, and so Amazon, thousands of their workers walked off the warehouse, 800 to be exact. on Wednesday and Thursday, right? They were seeking, they wanted a $2 per hour more demanding pay, and I think they were offered like 35 cents. This is the Amazon in the UK. In the UK, and this includes about 75,000 people, right? They said the working conditions are tough. You had 800 to lay off. That's going to affect the shipment, right, and everything in America as well. People, imagine if you walked into Walmart or these convenience stores and you didn't see anything that said made in America. And America is so far behind of producing and manufacturing its own things. Also, Toyota sales are going down. Car manufacturing is going down. Now, why was this a legit reason for Nancy Pelosi to visit Taiwan? Well, you know, and so now Boeing workers and 3 U.S. plants agreed on a new contract. Its sales are going from bad to worse as supply chain issues take hold. So sales are going down for Toyotas. Um, Drop exactly its first gear 42%. They're still blaming this on chip manufacturing, or better yet, supply chain issues. That's how much United States is dependent on other countries, right? Uh, Man was created on the Sabbath. I don't know. I don't know. According to my study, man was created on the sixth day. Genesis 6, man and wild beasts. Man was created on the sixth day of the creation week. And men are only appointed to 6 days of labor, right? You're only appointed to, that's why it's unbiblical for anybody to work 7 days a week. It's unbiblical. It's unbiblical. But let's get into Coinbase and Blackrock crypto deal. Will this pump altcoins? Will this bring up some altcoins? I know two particular altcoins that I am studying very, very closely. Drop in the comment section what altcoins you are watching or tracking. Coinbase shares 10% in boost from meme traders. So Coinbase went up 10%. BlackRock crypto deal. And Uh, this is great news for crypto currency holders or hodlers. Should be great news. There were rumors that Coinbase would go bankrupt, so let's see. It definitely this should help. The Coinbase soared today after crypto exchange announced a partnership with BlackRock that allows its institutional clients to buy more Bitcoin. Now, if you do remember, um, BlackRock, and that's why you cannot listen to these billionaires. They were totally against Bitcoin, just like JP Morgan, right? Jamie Dimon said their employees should not be caught even investing in cryptocurrency or they will be fired. And so now we got BlackRock that's on board with this, and that's um, partner up with Coinbase again. Coinbase shares rose 10%, and they will be offering prime offerings will be available to the clients of BlackRock's Aladdin. The company said on his blog, so Coinbase will provide crypto trading, custody, prime brokerage, and reporting capabilities. So this is good news for those altcoins, as Bitcoin and Ethereum, the last that I researched, they were on the cusp of the claiming them as securities, right? Claiming Bitcoin and Ether um, securities, right? Securities. So good news for altcoin right now, and That's it. Just be prepared, people. Again, worship. I showed you at the beginning of this live stream. I just want to refresh your memory because I'm getting more people coming in. Um, it's showing, they said it will be World War Three, not might be. That's the 7-11 sign. It's been so long since I taught on 9/11, but if I'm not mistaken, the Boeing, let me Google and see. Um, Airplane and 9/11. Let me see. Let me get that number. Boeing airplane and 9/11 flight. Let me pull that up. Airlines flight 11. Okay. Let me go to Wikipedia. Wikipedia. So it was Airlines flight. American Airlines flight 11 was hijacked by 5 terrorists on September 11, crashed into the World Trade Center. 15 minutes into the flight, the hijackers, at least 3 people were possibly killed. And what was the second aircraft? So that was, okay, about 17 minutes later, United Airlines flight 175. Okay, so it wasn't 711, but it was American Airlines 11 from flight 11. And then United Airlines flight 175, which is 13. Okay, and then the Boeing 767, 30 in business class and 119 in economy class. Again, flight 11, September 11. I thought it was a double 77 as well. However, this is, people, the 11-7, one of the warships. And again, number 7 represents the physical and divine perfection combined when it is really completed. On the 6th day, it was finished. God had finished all his work. He has completed, but it was perfected, the physical and the natural and the divine, on this 7th day. So this represents a cycle of work, right? A cycle of work and rest, right? The land is going to have to rest. Our currency system is going to be laid to rest. It is a new cycle that's coming in, the rise of the beast power, the year of China, the dragon, and the year of the tiger. Working for 6 days and completing the 7-day week. God rested on the 7th day, and then it became known as the holy day. Um, Digit 7 also relays the message that we always should be grateful for God's judgment and offering people. And that's all I'm saying. Just prepare. Stop, don't try to fight a currency change, because it will change your illusion, it'll change your belief system, right? Be prepared for this cycle, because 11 represents a transition, right? So when 7 also represents exoneration. The book of Deuteronomy, check this out. Deuteronomy 15 said the seventh year, 70 is what I'm trying to say. The Israelites are the counsel of all the debts that they made free from slave. The United States debt has to be counseled, especially what they got free from the work and slavery of not only slaves, but citizens and enslaved laborers, right? And then in the New Testament in Matthew, you shall forgive 70 times 7. So to be healed, healing, all of this, as Naaman told, or Elijah told Naaman to bathe in the Jordan River 7 times. So, people, it is time for a new cycle. It is time for rest of this land. It means food shortage, as we're not going to see much crops produced in the land as well. Food famine is coming. The shipping of these ports, oil drilling will cease, right? And okay, I can roll with that. When the traders came along, the brothers pulled Joseph out of the pit and sold him for 24 pieces of silver. Also, the traders took Joseph to Egypt. Okay, I can roll with that. 2 plus 4 is 6. 2 times 4 is 8, which is the infinity, just a recurring cycle. And it's going to look like that we're beginning a new era, but we're really going back. If you study Nikola Tesla, if you study his philosophy, right? We're going back to what Nikola Tesla said would happen anyway. So number 24 is the multiple of 12. 12 represents God's power and authority, as well as a perfect foundation, right? And so with this being said, people, silver will be like that silver bullet for most. It will be the power and authority. Silver is God's money, not debt, not this fake fiat currency, right? It represents Christ's rule. And so, again, if you want to become a wealth ambassador, visit their website, Queen of Coin Silver. Also, if you need additional cash flow and you need your credit fixed, people, we've got to take advantage because, again, number 12 does represent government system. And you got to take advantage of man's financial system in this earth realm, whether you're getting God's money or you're going to invest in a new currency system of cryptocurrency. See, Jubilee year happens every 7 years, but a lot of people, unfortunately, has been in debt and slavery for years because they won't get their credit fixed, right? So, with that being said, people, get your cash flow up. If you want more money out your paycheck, the IRS is changing rules, a whole lot of rules for taxes, right? A whole lot of rules for taxes. So you need to be prepared. You need to get these 470 tax deductions. They're also changing how your beneficiaries will receive retirement funds. Also, the IRS is adding 87,000 workers. Uh, I also made this post on my Facebook about the changes in the IRS. Let me pull that up for you so you can see that. That's coming for this year. And people, like I said, silver is queen, cash flow is queen as well. In my humble opinion, cash flow is queen as well. Cash used to be king, but I don't think cash is going to be king anymore, right? I definitely think that's going to go to cryptocurrency. But some cryptocurrency, let me make a disclaimer. Not all, some are junk crypto, so you need to do your study and your research and your due diligence. So some changes for 2022 tax year, you are no longer a recovery rebate credit, no longer a look back credit, no longer have credit for sick leave and family leave. That was Form 7202. If you receive unemployment, there will be no tax break. The standard deductions is married filing separate will be $12,950. Married filing jointly will be $25,900. These are standard deductions. Head of household, 19,400. Child tax credit, $2,000 for kids 16 and younger, right? So, hey, um, child and dependent care credit, 3,000 for expenses, and one child, 35% of that, $1,050, and 6,000 for two or more. 35% would be 2,100, right? And listen, this child tax credit is saying 2,000 for kids, but you can get up to 12,400 from the government. Our income tax, depending on your filing status and number of kids, is going to range from $560 to $6,935 being the max. The 1099 people, this is a big one. Two, if you use Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Zelle, or any other third party, you're going to be a 1099 tax responsibility for $600 or more. So be ready for that. So you need more cash flow, need more tax deductions. I want you to text RICH to 254-279-5515 and just text RICH so you can subscribe to me so I can send you notifications of whenever I'm live streaming. You'll get those notifications. Text directly to your cell phone and it will not be any charge to your cellular plan. Thank you all for tuning in. Again, hit that like and share button. Drop in the comments. Let me know. Do you think there will be a World War III? Yes or no? And will this Coinbase and Blackrock collaboration pump out coins going into World War III, going into a financial winter disaster? Also, get ready for high utility prices. I'm not sure that gas prices may drop, but I'm rest assured that your utility prices for the fall and winter will increase, and be prepared for food supply shortage and to see more things not available, especially if we go into World War III at your grocery stores or wherever, other conveniences, dollar stores or Walmarts or whatever places, Home Depot, Lowe's that you may shop at. We're going to see some more supply chain disrupt as a result of this planned visit to Taiwan by the House Speaker. Hey, Crypto Queen out. You all make sure you subscribe to the channel. Visit that Queen of Coin website. Text that number on the screen. Let's get richer in this recession. Thank you, Warriors. I can't pronounce your last name, but great collaboration with you on this live stream. Be safe, right? Monkeypox, polio, according to the media, is increasing. Queen out.